Okay, I'm here with Chris Carter at the Flatsummit Jam in Brighton. Tell me, Chris, what motivated you to do a jam?
Well, I guess it was about Christmas, and I was getting annoyed trying to ride in a local car park and always getting chucked off, and so I thought, well, I need to find somewhere indoor to ride, and I started thinking about that more. I thought, well, we haven't had a jam in a while. I guess I had the Leicester jam. I thought, well, why not? We need to do more to sort of support the scene. I think I got a lot out of going to contests when I was younger, and I guess I'm of an age now where I should be organising events rather than just attending them. And I also think Flatland's got a massive potential. So I think there's a lot that we can do to build up the scene and make it into a much bigger discipline than it is in BMX. So that's where the idea came from, and then I had to ring about 12 leisure centres before they find somewhere, before they were happy for us to go riding in there, and they weren't worried about the floor or whatever. And then we started riding there once a week from January, and we sort of earned their trust enough now to have the jam. So really pleased with the turnout and everything like that.
So who sponsored the jam?
Sponsored by 7 Digital, who are an online music seller. I think they're the second biggest after iTunes. And to be fair, one of the DJs is a programmer for them, so he put me in touch with a marketing guy, and they gave us some free music vouchers. And obviously, having a big company sponsor a Flatland event in the UK is great for exposure, and it's just great to see someone like that. I don't really know much about Flatland, but they want to support it. They saw a few videos and thought it was cool. But also Brighton BMX Co. They've given us tons of stuff to give away, and inner tubes when people got punctures and stuff like that, they gave us already. And Five Finger Thing, it's a Sheffield-based clothing company, used to sponsor James Needham. They've given us loads of stuff to hand out. And Jason Ford's One Wheel Motion, he brought down a surprise prize to give away, and Longest Peg really got that one.
Brilliant. So do you think in some ways jams are more beneficial for Flatland in terms of bringing new kids than competitions are, or do you think it's a little bit of both?
Well, definitely. I think that the focus is shifting from contests to jams. And when I first had the idea, I was thinking about doing a contest. That was my immediate thought. Okay, we've got this space, we'll do a contest. And then having thought about it and having a chat with you as well, thought, well, why don't we just make it a jam? And then I thought, well, yeah, why am I trying to organise a contest? I hate riding in contests. I get so nervous riding in front of people anyway. Why do I want to organise that? So we thought we'd just have a jam and see how many people turn up. Try and make it well organised and make sure everything is there for people. So have DJs, stuff for people to clean their bikes when they get here if it's wet, and a few prizes to give out, get young riders stoked and stuff like that. But to answer your question, the benefit of a jam is, I think what's missing from BMX or from Flatland is a dialogue. You don't have enough dialogue really between riders of different levels at a contest. And a jam opens up a dialogue a bit more, so you'd be sessioning with people of different levels, learning stuff off people, asking people questions. I don't think people don't talk enough at contests. That's what we need more of. And so, I know that they do more stuff just like this in Japan, and that's sort of like the model really. It's like, why can't we be more like Japan and just have pros turn up and just say, look, if you want to ask questions or get a bit of informal tuition, then do that. And that's the way that riders get into it, get stoked, learn tricks, keep riding, stuff like that.
Like a workshop, you mean?
Yeah, I mean the next thing I'd like to do. I mean, I don't think we're going to make any money from this. Having looked at the numbers, I think we're just about on the break-even point. But if there was any money left over, I'd like to try and put that into doing a workshop, organising maybe like a pro workshop. So and so comes down, and we'll have however many riders come down. And so the idea is the pros there. Yeah, I'm here so we can all ride together. But if you want to ask stuff or get a bit of informal tuition, the atmosphere is slightly different because it's saying, we're here to learn stuff and to sort of have more of a conversation about Flatland rather than just talking and not really riding. So I think there's a big potential for workshops, and it's something that in every other sport or even in dance and stuff like that, a pro dancer, for example, they make their money by doing workshops and classes. Their biggest commodity is the techniques and the abilities that they've built up. Yeah. It's like I'm not talking about riders making loads of money from this, but even if it just paid their train fare and stuff, you know, we should be giving a greater opportunity for people to share the sort of skills and tricks and ability they've built up over decades and decades. Like, that seems to be going to waste. There's so much that pros could do to help up-and-coming riders and to help grow the scene.
So, how often do you get to ride at this leisure centre spot? I mean, it's amazing.
We it's not cheap. We get not every week, but most weeks we get 10 a.m. till 1 p.m. on a Sunday morning, and I basically put up the money for it every week, and then if people come, then I charge them like a flat amount. So it's not like they don't know.
Is that the whole hall, or like?
We rent half the hall.
Half the hall, right.
Because it just costs more for the whole hall. But yeah, so if people wanna come, then they know how much it is before they arrive. It's not really based on how many people turn up, but I haven't had a week where I turned a profit yet, but who knows.
Have you got any final shout outs?
Yeah, just thank you to all the sponsors. Thanks to my girlfriend Jo for helping me organise all of this. Thanks to you, eFrame, for all of your advice. I guess
Plans for another one?
Plans for another one. Maybe try a few.
Winter, maybe.
Pardon?
In the winter when
in
people
the winter,
can't ride at all?
maybe have another one in the hall.
Yeah.
They have a contest, sort of not really contest, like a big festival on the seafront in Brighton called Paddle Around the Pier, and they have loads of different sports. And the organiser of that's already contacted me to say that Nike are building a ramp on the seafront, and they want to have a flatland section as well. So I'm hopefully going to help them organise that. So hopefully that will bring flatland to a few more people and just have a bit of fun on the seafront and get a few guys riding the ramp at the same time. Yeah, so that's looking forward. It looks like it's going to be a pretty good year, and I just really pleased that I could do something to put something back into flatland.
Yeah, it's a great day. Thanks a lot, Chris.
So flatland matters.
It does indeed. This is serious. I love that shirt.
This is serious.